How clear are you on where you want to go? Or has life distracted you and muddled your brain so we don't think about how clear we need to be to get to the life we want? We're just handling things as it comes. As Napoleon Hill says, we call it being a drifter. One day we're here, next day we're here, one day we're here, and then we're over here. Then this week we feel like this, the next week we feel like this, and that's just our life. No wonder we're not where we want to be. No wonder why we're not feeling the fulfillment we want. No wonder why our lives are not in the place that we want it to be in our health, in our finances, in our relationships with our kids, with our spouse. Like, no wonder, because we don't have the clarity needed in order to get there. So, as we got 6 weeks left in this year. 2026 is right around the corner. I said this to y'all, how you end this year is how you'll start next year. Most people start this process of getting clarity at the beginning of the year on December 31st when they start saying, man, next year's going to be my year. All right, here's what we're going to do. They're already there. It's too late. If you notice, that's why every year is the same for us, right? Because we wait too long to get to that place where we're getting clear on exactly what we want. Clarity is the key to getting to the life you want, ladies and gentlemen. It's clarity. The world, the enemy comes to distract you. So it's likely that you're just not clear. We talked about this last week. How much are you spending time with yourself? No inputs. Nothing coming in, no background noise of television, no background noise of radio, no random music, no random thing, like just sitting with yourself to get clear on exactly what you want. What do you want in your marriage? What do you want in the relationship with your children? What do you want in your finances? What do you want in your health life? What do you want in your spiritual life? Like just clarity. Just clarity. Mental clarity is the key. That is what you just heard ET talk about. Where do you want to be? What do you want? Like it seems like such a simple question, but I know because I've struggled with it in the past. The difference is when I'm not clear, I separate myself so that I can get clear again. But you're going to go through seasons in life where again, lots of stuff happens, but do you know how to reset? Do you know how to reset and just get clear? It probably takes you away from other people. It takes you away from your daily routine. It takes you away from the things that you're used to doing in order to get clear on where you're going. It's the most important thing, y'all. And again, prepping y'all for ending this year. The best way to have a great 2026 is to get clear right now so you can move some of the people out of the way, move some of the things out of the way, change some of the things you've been doing. Don't wait until January 1st, that first week of January, to think everything's going to shift for you. It starts now. Clarity. ET also said when you have more clarity, you have more conviction. When you have more conviction, you have more commitment. Some of us struggle with commitment. Some of us struggle with doing things right consistently. Why? Because we're just not clear. We're just not clear. Clarity comes from thought. Clarity comes from thought. So that means you got to get clear in your mind. You got to get clear up here in order to make sure that you are doing the things necessary to get to the life that you don't need a break from, y'all. Here's what it says in our text. 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class. It says the world class is consistently great. Here's how you get to greatness, right? And again, I hope you strive to be great in areas of your life. It's not about having, it's about becoming, right? It's not about having the thing, it's about becoming. I'll take it one step deeper in this clarity conversation. You should be getting clear on what you want to feel, right? What you want to feel. Typically, if the clarity is a goal, a financial goal, I want to make $1 million. Well, why do you want to make $1 million? Because I feel like that will bring me security. I feel like when I have all the money, I'm going to have peace. I feel like when I have that, I can take a breath, I can vacation, I can get out of survival mode, I can feel like I can change, my nervous system could catch up. Like that's why you want a million. It's not actually the million that you want, it's the feeling that you think will come with that. That's clarity. That's getting really clear on like you and what you want, not what the world will tell you you want, not some made up number. Sometimes I ask people this question, like, fast forward me out 5, 10 years, tell me exactly what life looks like. They are so not clear that they make up just random things. I want to have $7 billion. No, you don't, right? No, you don't. Like you just never thought about this question. It doesn't take that to fulfill whatever need you're trying to meet. Anyways, here's what it says in the text. It says a lot of performers are capable of outstanding performance, but the great ones all have one thing in common: consistency. Day after day, they perform at the very highest levels. The reason they are so consistent is because their actions are congruent with their thought processes. Champions usually have a very clear mental picture of what they want, why they want it, and how to move closer to their target objective. While average people are complaining about the sacrifices they have to make to be great, the champions have already made those decisions and continue to move forward. Erratic performance is the result of erratic thinking. So the first step to mental toughness training is gaining mental clarity. I'm just going to say that again because I don't think I want that to land for you, because this is our lives. Erratic performance is the result of erratic thinking. So the first step in mental toughness training is gaining mental clarity. If you think your life is up and down, if your emotions are up, you're erratic in your life is erratic. You just can't seem to get a grip at your job. You can't seem to get a grip at your life is like this, right? It's a result of erratic thinking. You think it's your job. You think it's the environment you're in. No, no, no. It's your thinking. Erratic performance is the result of erratic thinking. So the first step in mental toughness training is gaining mental clarity. Champions invest an inordinate amount of time thinking, planning, and clarifying their goals and targets, as well as mapping out an exact action plan for attainment. Consistency in performance is the direct result of knowing why it is necessary to perform well and the benefits that will accrue, especially when the going gets tough and the pain sets in. Consistency is also created by practice. Champions are usually thought of as people with the most talent, and sometimes this is true. Yet champions are known to invest large blocks of time practicing their craft long after everyone has gone home. Practice may not make perfect, but it does create consistency in performance. This is what you want in your life. Consistency. Consistency. You have to continue to, again, be consistent in this. And it starts with our clarity. It starts with how you are thinking about life. It starts with how clear you are on your goals and dreams. That's it. Right? You got to understand, again, this clarity, this mental clarity that we have creates conviction, which creates your commitment, which will create you being consistent. Consistent is how we get to anything that's good. Anything that's good in your life is going to come on the back of you being consistent. If you want to grow in your health life, you have to be consistent in the way you eat and in the way you move your body consistently. It's not off and on. You want to be consistent in your finances. You want to get to the best, financial place that you want to be. You have to be consistent in your finances, consistently saving, consistently saying no, consistently judging wants versus needs, consistently investing. It's a consistency. Want to get good in your relationship, you have to show up consistently. You have to keep doing the things. So that means we have to, in order to, if we struggle, if any of you struggle with consistency, if any of you are struggling in this place of, right, erratic behavior, sometimes up, sometimes down, out for a month, up for a month, down for 3 months, up for a month. Like if that's how it's coming from your thinking. It's coming from your clarity. We need to take time, ladies and gentlemen, to get clear on exactly what you want. This is the separator from those that are very successful and those that are not. Just more clear. We're just more clear. And like it says, why is it important? It says, because when the going gets tough and the pain sets in, you have to have something that is continuing to guide you. You know how they always say, like, don't make a decision when you're down, right? Don't make a decision to quit when you're down. That's the worst time because you got to get back to the clarity of what did I say I wanted when things were good? When things were good, when I was thinking about all the stuff I wanted and I was excited about life and all the things, what did I say I wanted? Clarity. Then when life gets tough, because it will, when health challenges set in, when financial challenges set in, when all the challenges of life set in, when the pain sets in, are you still clear on what you want? E.T. is a great example of that, which we watched. E.T. is a great example because he was like, I was homeless. I was homeless for 2.5 years. He's like, how did I get through? How did I survive? Because I was clear on what I wanted. He wasn't looking at his circumstances. He just knew this ain't it and this ain't where I want to be. But he kept going after the thing that he wanted. This is how we get there, ladies and gentlemen. Success leaves clues. I'm giving you all the clues, all the things you just got to do to go out there and change your life. Get to the life you don't need a break from. There's things I know you're sick and tired of being sick and tired in certain areas. But the reason why you're there is because you still do the same things. You still think about the same things the same way. You're not as clear. Your long-term vision is not as clear as it needs to be. A lot of times this stuff is long-term thinking. Everything that I just named to you, everything that's worth it in your life is long-term. Your financial life, your financial success is a long-term. This is why they call it financial planning, because you actually have to plan for the future. Your health life is long-term. It's not what do you want to do in the next 6 months. It's what do you want to be in the next 10 years. You're going to end up somewhere health-wise. What does your body look like? What does it feel like? You already have aches and pains. You're going to continue to have more of them if you're not clear on what life looks like 5, 10 years down the road in your health. What do you want your relationship to look like 5, 10 years down the road? Because that is the clarity. That is what's guiding your direction. That's what is going to allow you to make proper decisions. That's what's going to allow you to stick with it when it gets tough, is because you have a long-term vision for your life, for the areas of your life that are important, y'all. So as we, again, head into the end of this year, sure, we need to think about some things for 2026, but more importantly, I want you to think about some things 5 to 10 years away. The action step in this says to gain mental clarity and focus, create a written vision for your life. Imagine your life 5 to 10 years in the future and list all that you've done, all that you've accumulated and have become during this time. When I pose that question to you, paint me a picture of your ideal life 5 years from now, 10 years from now. If you can't see that far, that's a clarity issue. That's a clarity issue. Don't buy into the lie of I live day by day. I don't know what's going to happen. Like that's just a cop out for not having clarity, not spending any time thinking about the man or woman that you want to be up ahead. So you've got to get clear on that. You've got to get focused on that. You've got to write that down. You've got to know it because it's going to get harder over the next 5 to 10 years. So if you don't know where you're going, you're just going to end up anywhere. And that's not us. We're the ones that want to go after the life we don't need a break from. We're the people that are continuing to learn and grow and push and do all the things that most people around you won't do because it's worth it. Because you got people counting on you. You got family, friends, people that you haven't yet met that are counting on you to do something with this information. Don't just be like them. Your family, the people around you, they're about to go through some real hard situations in life that they're not equipped for, that they don't have the capacity for. You have to have the capacity. You're here on these calls. You're taking in this information. Now you got to go apply it, y'all. I love you guys. I want you to win. You deserve it. Your families deserve it. They're counting on you. You got to go do the work. Get mentally clear. Get some clarity today. Take some time away from everyone. Nothing coming in, and just write some things down of who's that man 5 years from now? Who's that woman 10 years from now? You're going to end up somewhere. I know someone's out there's like, could get hit by a bus. I got it. Right. But likely you won't. Likely you're going to end up somewhere. So you might as well write out where you're going to be, not just what you're doing for work. It's such a small part of our life. Who are you becoming? What have you attained? What are you getting around? Like, that is how you get clear. Go out and do that today. Do something that scares you. I'll see you guys back here Wednesday. Love you guys.